Hi, I'm Suzanne Castle. It's Training Tuesday late today. It's 4:30 in Texas where I am, and normally I am on at 10:30, 10, sometimes 9:30 in the morning anyway, to help us reset our day in 10 minutes or less with some free training on mindset and stress and burnout and all the things to keep you living in a life in the way that you want to, that's sustainable, right? That brings a lot of joy and celebration without all the muckety muck all of the time. But today we had a big giant storm. Maybe you've heard it made the national news. We had tornadoes like across the street from me. All the roofs are gone. We had down trees and we had no electricity, no anything. So thank you for those of you that are catching this, most of you on replay as I missed my window, but I'm glad you're here because today we are going to talk about some tips to handle some holiday stress. Clients come my way so burned out, so stressed out, really overwhelmed, unable to kind of look at any possibility whatsoever. And part of the work that I do is help them uncover that they do have some strategies, they do have some tools that they're ready. But when the holidays come, we all know everything gets amplified, right? Everything seems bigger, things get harder. So I thought today I'd give some quick tips to better handle holiday stress because it will come and it will pop up at different times. Like today, I was like, wow, everything's set up. Is the tornado going to take the house away? So we definitely want to make time for the things that we love to do. So maybe during this holiday season, it's a great opportunity for you to spend time with family or friends, loved ones. Maybe you like to take off time from work, right? Maybe you escape for a winter getaway, but it's great. But for all that joy and all that fun also comes stress, even good stress. Even going on vacation is a good thing, but getting there can be difficult, coming back to a big workload, all these things, correct? The expectations of social events, all the gift shopping, even if you're doing it online, like how do you stand out, right? Entertaining guests, it can become too much for even the most festive types, which I realize I am a festive type. By the way, if you're a festive type, let me know in the comments below. I'm really glad that you're here. According to the American Psychological Association, 8 out of 10 people expect to experience an increase in stress over the holiday season. And stress, we know, comes with a greater risk of anxiety, of depression. Uh, Mayo Clinic continues to report that depression is frequently an unwelcome guest over the holidays. But all is not lost, right? There are so many ways that you can minimize your stress and your anxiety to truly allow yourself to enjoy the holiday season. Oh my gosh, Robbie, I am glad to see you. Thank you for being here, my dear sweet friend. Glad you're here. So let's hi Melanie, glad to see that you're here live too. Great. So let's jump in. Let's talk about these quick tips to help you kind of get in out of stress free, right? Or at least handle it a little bit better when it pops up. So the first thing, I know we've just a couple weeks till Christmas, but stay on budget. Right? If you haven't set a budget at right now, just take a few moments after this and just really say, what else do I need to do? How else do I need to show up? Are there dinners I'm going to have to go to? After the fact, what do I have to be sure that I'm paying off? Right? Shopping can be fun. Gift giving is a great thing to do, but spending money isn't always easy, especially now when it seems like the economy is doing this. Americans spend almost $1,000 every holiday season on gifts alone. And I don't know about you, but $1,000 here or there, that really does wreck most budgets. Now, it's not always unavoidable, but you can minimize the damage by setting a budget, sticking to it, and realizing how you're going to cover things after the holiday. A lot of the stress that I find my clients experience during the holidays is literally due to financial pressure, right? So we want to look at this as a strategy, a tool. If I live within my means here, then I won't be as stressed out. And maybe living within your means will allow you to be creative about your gift giving, right? So work out how much you can afford to spend on food or gifts or a special fun outfit and then stick to it. And let people know there's nothing wrong with saying, you know what, the world is weird right now. And my gift giving is going to look a little bit different. So I'm challenging you to do what I am, for example, and say, all of my gifts are going to be homemade and I'm going to find something that resonates with you and I can't wait for you to open it. Now you're generating some anticipation and you're helping yourself not maybe feel so guilty about that. The second tip I have for you is to exercise. The American Heart Association wants you to stay active all times. And we sit like me right now, I'm sitting in my home office. It's extremely important to keep that up during the holidays. Sometimes the weather gets in the way. We put on fun sweatshirts. We want to like stoke by the fire. We want to watch all the fun movies. But any activity or exercise that you can fit in will help reduce your stress level. It also will help you elevate your mood. right? It's going to stimulate those endorphin production that trigger those positive feelings in your body. So it doesn't mean you have to go run a marathon, and you might be really busy and maybe you don't have enough time to exercise half an hour for 3 times a week. Okay, but you will feel better. So find a way to do it. Can you go walk your dogs? Right? Maybe you could do a dance party. That's one of my favorite things. And maybe you're just dancing for 5 minutes, but you're going to do it 3 times during the day at different times when you start to have your energy sway, right? Maybe go walking a little bit, jogging, find something else to do, play sports, whatever it is. We want to make that part of our holiday stress plan. My third tip for you today is to take it easy. We need to make time for ourselves. There are parties, there are gatherings. We're constantly surrounded by social media. We're barraged with showing up in all the places, all the influencers, all the things, all the places to go, right? It's so great to be with the ones that we love and to laugh about the old days, but constantly being surrounded by people, even for people like me, can be a lot. And we don't want to miss all those great times. But what we do want to be careful of is setting unrealistic expectations about what we can manage, right? You can't do everything. It's okay to take time out for yourself, even if it's just 15 minutes. And I love what Myra is saying. So, definitely more physical activity. We all do. Working on computer all day long can do that. And when you're taking time for yourself away from all these parties, right? And saying, okay, if I know I need to get active, I'm going to do a dance party, you're going to feel better. And then when you need to go to these places where you have to people a lot, you're going to have a lot more energy for that, right? And especially if you're doing a lot of hosting, make sure you're delegating, get your kids involved, right? Tell your 5-year-old to go set the table, tell them exactly what to do. Get your college student who's home to help you maybe do some laundry, go pick up groceries. I love to delegate to a shopping service for them to go to Target or Kroger, whatever your grocery store is, put my list on, I put it in, then I just swing by and pick it up. To me, I feel like they're part of my holiday staff, right? So you could also ask everyone to bring a different dish. Rope in your family to take on certain tasks. Maybe you get a walk in while you're coordinating certain things with your friends. You see, we want to be stacking things and make sure that we're managing our schedule in the best way that we can so we can show up with love and grace and hope. Another tip I have for you is to stay smart, right? That's tip number 4, meaning that the holiday season is usually a time of indulgence. But again, I'm going to go back to the Mayo Clinic. They are telling us and directing us it doesn't mean you need to abandon your healthy ways, right? There's no need for a free for all. And it's so easy when there's all those goodies all around you all the time. But when you do that at the end of the holiday season, you're just going to be more stressed about the fact that you couldn't stay on the health train, right? So we want to enjoy ourselves. But maybe here's what I do is I might have a handful of almonds driving to the event. I've upped my protein. I put something in my stomach. So when I get there and I see all the yummies, I have nibbles. I'm not feeling like I have to stuff my face, right? You don't want to over snack while you're out, right? So make sure you're getting plenty of sleep because you're more likely to overindulge after a poor night's sleep. So we don't want to do that, right? We don't realize how much that sleep contributes to the way you hydrate, the way that you eat, the way that you relate to people. So also look at your sleep management as a way to kind of handle the holiday stress. Hey, Myra, thank you for saying that. Services as part of your team, right? If you need to hire a cleaner right now, do it. You can do one off. If that's what you need to do for your sanity, do it, right? My last tip for you today is to choose your battles. This is hard. We all have someone in our circle that rubs us the wrong way, don't we? It's only natural. Not everyone can always get along. Allowing someone else to get under your skin, though, it's only going to ruin your holiday and you're giving them that power. You're allowing that to happen. It's going to increase your stress levels. So we want to learn to pick our battles and not take the bait. So if you have a real problem with someone, my suggestion to you is set it aside during the holidays. Save it for another day if you can. Even the calmest people can lose their cool during the holidays. Just watch Christmas Vacation, my favorite Christmas movie, where he totally loses it on Santa and the sleigh when he can't get the lights to work, right? So choose your battles, decide if now is the time. If it is the time, then at least have a communication strategy. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, reach out to me. Let me know in the comments below. I teach people how to develop a communication agenda, meaning that you don't just have a meeting agenda, you have a communication agenda too. And we want to be sure that we are sharing information in a way that people can actually receive the information. That is the best way to do that. Hey, thanks, Myra. These are my 5 great tips. Robbie, words of wisdom, my dear wise friend, thank you so much. Remember, everyone, self-care is a conscious choice. And this is even more true in the season that we're emerging in than times of stress and in the holiday season. So make sure to take time, create a deliberate plan, stick to it, get an accountability partner if you need it. Remember, the holidays are supposed to be a time of fun and love and relaxation. So don't let stress interfere with this great time of the year. I'm Suzanne. This is Training Tuesday. I do them every Tuesday. You can access them starting at 9:30 Central. You can always access all my trainings on my YouTube channel. Just hit it below and I'll send you the link if you're not already subscribed. Have a great Tuesday. I'll see you next week.